Hey, what's up? I hope you're all having a good day or night, depending on where you are or what time you're watching this right now. So tonight, we're going to be doing like the you have to say the same thing as me, but like you can't go to sleep until you say the same thing as me. We're going to be doing that again, but this time it's going to be a little different. This time I'm going to be like guessing things about you, and you cannot go to sleep until I get one right. So this is going to be, I think there's a good chance you're not getting any sleep tonight because I haven't, based on my previous guessing things about you videos, I haven't been too spot on with any of you. So, but, could get lucky. So, I'm going to try to start with like super specific guesses and then slowly like get more like out there to where hopefully you can say yes and go to sleep. Or I might just keep it specific and just keep you awake, depending on my mood. Yeah, depending on my mood, because maybe I want to be the bad guy and not let you get any sleep. So, unless of course I guess something right about you that's super, super specific, in which case we will both probably freak out. So, we'll see what happens. But anyway, enough explaining. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, if you had the number 7 from McDonald's at any time yesterday, then you can go to sleep. I don't even know what the number 7 is. Is that like, maybe that's a Big Mac, a fish fillet, a chicken sandwich? I'm not really sure what the number 7 is. I just pulled the number out of my head. But if you got the number 7, you can go to sleep. Let's see. If you drive a... I hope you don't. But if you drive a neon green car of any brand, any style, any make or model, I don't care. If it's neon green, then you can go to sleep. I really hope you're still awake though, because that is, I'm sorry, but that's awful. That's bad. Okay. But I have seen neon green cars on the road. Some of them can pull it off, like if it's like a very, very like sporty type of car with like a lot of other like kind of changes to it, where there's like LEDs or different colors to kind of splash with the neon green, then it kind of works. But neon green as just like the color of a car and that's it, then no, you're doing something wrong. Okay, now if you scored exactly a 76% on your history final in your sophomore year of high school, then you can go to sleep. And if you watched the first Twilight movie within the past, we'll say within the past week, if you watched the first Twilight movie, and you're on team Jacob, then you can go to sleep. I'm team Edward, personally, but, to each their own, Okay, if your favorite holiday is, I'm not gonna go for the fan favorites like Halloween or Christmas. Okay, if your favorite holiday is if your favorite holiday is St. Patrick's Day, then you can go to sleep. I bet there are some people out there where that's their favorite holiday, which is fine. It's just, for the most part, it's not everyone's favorite. There's just not much going on with it, you know? I mean, there's stuff going on, just not compared to the other ones, I guess. Okay, now, okay. If you played the video game called, let's go with, let's go with Doodle Jump. If you played Doodle Jump at any point in your life, then you can go to sleep. I hope a lot of people said yes to that one, because Doodle Jump is a classic. It's like unheard of today, but if you played it at any point in your life, which is being pretty generous, I could have said like within like the past year or something. Even then, that would be difficult. It's like gone. I don't know where to find it now. But if you played Doodle Jump at all, then you can go to sleep, because you deserve it, because that's a good game. It's a very good game. Okay, now, if you, if you played the Titanic level in Pop Tropica and completed it, then you can go to sleep. And if you took a Harry Potter house quiz where it decides your house and you scored Ravenclaw, but you feel like you should have gotten Slytherin, then you can go to sleep. If you got sprayed by a skunk within the past month, and you solved it by taking a bath in, what is it, tomato juice or something? Is that it? If you're in that situation, then you can go to sleep. If you sleep on a waterbed that has several patches of tape or whatever on it because several holes got punched into your waterbed, then you can go to sleep. I used to always want a waterbed, and now I really don't want one. Yeah, that would be hard to get comfortable on, for one, and for two, I would be very nervous that somehow it would get punctured and start leaking in the middle of the night. Okay. If your favorite character in the movie Cars was, I forget his name, but like the hippie van guy, I forget his name. If he was your favorite character, then you can go to sleep. If you saw Madam Web in theaters when it came out, then you can go to sleep. Not a lot of people saw that movie, and for good reason. I still haven't seen it, but to be fair, I haven't really seen any Marvel movie since, like, I want to say, well, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, but that was like the only new Marvel movie I've watched that came out within like the last 3 or 4 years, so yeah. Okay, now, if your favorite type of animal with wings is a dead or alive, or extinct or alive, I should say, I don't know why I said that. I'm not going to say pterodactyl or anything. If your favorite animal with wings is a toucan, the Fruit Loops bird, or any toucan, then you can go to sleep. Okay. your birthday. If you were born on, let's go with a really common birthday month. For me, it's August. There's so many people that are born in August. I personally know like 4 people, which isn't a lot of people, but like for August alone, it's a fair amount. 4 people that were born in August. Yeah, let's go with August. If you were born on August 4th, August 4th of, we'll go 2007. August 4th of 2007. Then you can go to sleep. Okay, if your favorite... Okay, let's say... If you asked for any type of fancy thing, whether it be a computer, PlayStation, Xbox, anything like that for Christmas, and once Christmas arrived, you saw a box shaped just like a PS5, and then you shook it and felt it, and it felt like a PS5 and everything, and then when you opened it, you realized it was just a box with like 5 different t-shirts in there, then you could go to sleep. And I'm sorry. Okay, now, if your go-to drink of choice is, like non-alcoholic drink, because I don't know the different concoctions and all that for that kind of drink. But if your go-to drink of choice at like, I don't know, a restaurant is like we'll go lemonade. If you go for lemonade every time you go to a restaurant, and then you can go to sleep. Okay, if you do not like the cinnamon butter at, I always get them mixed up. Is it Logan's or Texas Roadhouse that has the cinnamon butter? I don't know. Whichever one has the cinnamon butter, if you do not like it, then you can go to sleep. Because it's so good and everybody loves it. So if you don't like it, that's very rare. And therefore you can go to sleep. Okay. If you were born in Maryland, but you currently live in Massachusetts, then you can go to sleep. If your favorite kind of cheese is Gouda, then you can go to sleep. If your favorite like birthday time activity or birthday party activity is pinning the tail on a donkey, then you can go to sleep, because like that's fun, but like compared to a piñata or a bouncy house or cake or opening presents, even if it's not your birthday party, who would choose pinning a tail over on a donkey over those things, right? Okay, let's say if your, what is it? Astrology sign? Star sign? Astrology sign? Star sign? I don't know. Whatever. If your star sign is Scorpio, then you can go to sleep. If you still quote or make any like references to the time Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, then was it the Oscars? I don't know. I don't remember. If you so reference that event, then you can go to sleep. If your favorite invention ever made is the bifocal. If your favorite invention ever made is the bifocal, then you can go to sleep. Okay, time for an easy one in case any of you are still playing. Which is actually a very fair chance of that. I've been pretty specific. Okay, easy one. If you are currently watching this video on a computer, then you can go to sleep. I'm sorry, I know I should have said phone. Most of you are probably watching this on your phone, but that would have been too easy, you know? I mean, let's be real, that would have been too easy. Actually, you know what? I take that one back. If you're watching this video on anything other than a phone, then you can go to sleep. So computer, TV, a refrigerator, because those can like play videos now. Like if you're watching it in VR, whatever, anything other than a phone, then you can go to sleep. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you, I don't know why I have to cough all of a sudden. I'm trying not to. Okay, if your favorite animal is a cat, no? Let's be more specific here. If your favorite animal is a hairless cat, then you can go to sleep. If I just said cat, that probably would have let like 80% of you go to sleep. But since I added hairless cat in there, probably dropped down to like 1% or nothing. Okay. If your favorite movie ever made is The Princess Bride, then you can go to sleep. It's a good one, so not a bad pick if it's your favorite. Okay, now, if your favorite time of day is .30 p.m., which is in 25 minutes for me, then you can go to sleep. Okay, we'll do a few more. If your favorite piece of furniture to sit on or sit in, and there's a lot of options for that. You got a bed, a couch, a chair, a beanbag, a folding chair, a recliner, a stool, you know, anything like that. If your favorite piece of furniture that is meant to be sat on is we'll go with a beanbag. Yeah. If your favorite is a beanbag, then you can go to sleep. Or I will also accept those chairs that like look like they have a spider web in them, and you sit in the spider web type of thing. I don't know what the exact name for those chairs are called, but I always like them, so I'll also accept that. Okay, If your favorite mm, if your favorite summertime activity is to go to an amusement park with roller coasters and all that, then you can go to sleep, because that's my favorite. Probably, yeah. At least out of all the ones I usually do, like swimming or camping or going to an amusement park, that's usually been my favorite. So, because I don't really take vacations. I'm sad to say I've never been outside the U.S. And even in the U.S., I've only been to like 4 other states, each of which did not have a lot going on in them. So, yeah. As of right now, it's going to amusement parks. That's my favorite. Okay, now, if your favorite DC Universe superhero is Plastic Man, then you can go to sleep. And if let's say if your favorite kind of monster is Dracula, then you can go to sleep. And if your favorite kind of gemstone or anything like that is a emerald, then you can go to sleep. If you recently stubbed your toe, then you can go to sleep. If you've never been skydiving before, but you plan to go within the next month, then you can go to sleep. If you have a tattoo that says if you have a tattoo that says a quote of any kind, then you can go to sleep. Think of a name that starts with the letter we'll go T. Just think of a name that starts with the letter T. T as in okay. T as in taffy. T as in toy. T. I'm worried. It sounds like I'm saying P, but I'm saying T. Okay. And if the name you thought of is Terrence, then you can go to sleep. Okay, now same thing, but with the letter A. The letter A. If the name you thought of is Allison, then you can go to sleep. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's say okay. If if you have had meatloaf, if you've had meatloaf for dinner wait, let me word this right. If you have ever had meatloaf for dinner for more than 3 days in a row at any point in your life, then you can go to sleep. Yeah. I guessed at least one of those right. If not, then you're still awake, and I'm sorry to say, you're not going to sleep tonight, because it's kind of how it works, you know? I did not do my job successfully, and therefore you must pay the price by not going to sleep. It is what it is. But, you know, we live and we learn, right? So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope I got one right. Let me know if I did. Let me know if I got more than one right, which would be cool. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. I hope you all are feeling much more, relaxed and sleepy now compared to before you clicked on this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let me know if you want me to do any other videos like this where you can't go to sleep until you get one right, or I guess something right, anything like that, because they're fun to do. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. So,